So I just finished watching the 6th episode of One Piece, and in this episode we finally got the name of the thief girl that we've seen in the last 5 episodes, and that is Nami, and she also happens to be a navigator who basically Luffy wants to recruit as part of his crew now. But one issue is she hates pirates for whatever reason. Well, we know a reason. Apparently a pirate killed somebody close to her, she mentioned, so I'm sure we'll hear more about that eventually. But yeah, she could definitely be a part of Luffy's crew if somehow they manage to persuade her not to hate pirates. So if there's anyone that can help persuade her, it's Luffy. He's so lovable. He's fucking batshit insane, but he's lovable. But in this episode, we got introduced to a new villain who's been teased over the last couple episodes, and that is Captain Buggy. And his devil fruit power is called the Chop Chop fruit, I think it is, which Zoro ended up fighting. And it was an absolute nightmare matchup because essentially Buggy can't be cut by swords, pretty much. Like, he just chops into like different pieces and then just grows back together. So the fact Zoro's fighting him is not ideal. But this Captain Buggy dude he's not great. He ran out an entire town essentially, and just for fun, he uses these giant things called buggy balls out of cannons and just destroys entire rows of houses. Although nobody's in them, that's still pretty fucked up. And his crew seems pretty they're a bit different to Captain Morgan. They actually seem to like Buggy. They don't seem as scared of him as Captain Buggy's crew was, as Captain Morgan's crew was, the Marines. But Captain Buggy, he's clearly got a bit of a screw loose, and I've got a bit of a thing with clowns at the moment because I'm watching Welcome to Derry, and Pennywise freaks me out. I know Captain Buggy isn't quite Pennywise, but clowns, man, creepy. And something that was very evident in this episode is the fact that Luffy has a screw loose. Like, when you see him next to somebody like Captain Buggy and they're interacting, and Captain Buggy's laughing, and then Luffy starts laughing back at him like a maniac, it just goes to show you, like I said, Luffy's not all there, you know what I mean? He's a bit crazy, which is great. That crazy's fun, you know what I mean? But I think I'm going to like Nami. She seems like a character that doesn't compromise on her principles. You know, she hasn't just gone with Luffy because it could benefit her. You know, she doesn't like pirates, so she's decided she doesn't want to go with him. So unless that changes, you know, she's obviously steadfast in her character, which I do like. And she's very, like, hardcore as well. Like, she stopped the cannon firing with her bare hands. She, like, basically scorched her flesh doing that, I assume. So she's pretty badass as well. And she can kick ass too. She beat up a couple of the pirates, so fair play to her. And at the end of this episode, they managed to turn one of the buggy balls back on Captain Buggy and his crew, and it went off. And whether or not it's a blank, I'm not too sure. But I think it's going to be fun seeing Captain Buggy get beat up if that happens. But yeah, we shall see. But something tells me a lot of the villains in this series are just going to be dickheads, but very entertaining for sure. But yeah, that was an awesome episode again.